Good morning everyone. Welcome to a new video here on Let's Walk Around Stockholm. Another day, another walk. You know it. And I'm not sure if you've already noticed, but today we are at Södermalm on this very cold morning. I would say it is around 9 o'clock in the morning, and the temperature I think is like -1 degree. And on the other side there of the bridge you can see Hammarby, but that's not where we're going. We are at Bohusgatan here on Södermalm. Let's cross the street first. Yes, and let's explore the area a little bit. For your reference, to see where we are quite close to Skanstull metro station, which is over there on that side. It is a bit rainy today. Well, actually it's kind of rainy slash ice what's coming down. It's like I'm not really sure what it is, but it feels very damp and humid anyway. Nice buildings here, a little preschool down there. This is one of those streets where most people don't really go. You know, most tourists and people, they stay on the main streets on Södermalm, which is normal. I would do the same if I would be a tourist. So, but some of these back streets here are very nice to explore. And usually, you know, the best shops are always in the smaller streets, because there the rent is a bit lower. So, you know, in the main streets usually it's like big chains and things like that with more money to pay rent. So yeah, that's why I usually like to go into small alleys in the old town and things like that. Oh, here we have a good view over the water. And let's have a look here. Nice. Said it many times before, but I really like what they do to the colors of these streets. It's nothing extreme, but it's just the small shifts in color, you know, from like yellow to orange to almost pinkish. Like in Sweden you don't see a lot of those extreme colors, bright things like that you see in usually warmer countries. You know, as you learned the other day, the word of the day, lagom, it even reflects in the way they paint things and stuff like that. Like in general, for example, when you go and visit a Swedish person at home, they have it very downscaled. So I don't know, is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, it's a lot of white and, you know, simplicity, and of course a lot of IKEA. I think every Swedish person has something of IKEA in this house. Well, I would almost say that every Western person in any Western country has something of IKEA in his house. You can't beat it. Those 10 euro lamps and whatever. So this is still part of Bohusgatan here. I don't even think I've walked here before, in this particular part of the street. So here we've got the Hammarby training ground. Let's have a quick look. There I've walked once, but it was all in the beginning of my channel, long time ago. So shall I go in here? No, let's have a look down there. It's a very beautiful training ground with a great pitch. Again, let's be careful I don't slip here, because it's very icy. You know, I sometimes get asked if the weather, the darkness, the cold, the rain, well, the climate, if it affects me a lot. Like if it doesn't look depressing to me and things like that. Well, to be really honest with you, it's up and down. Like, oh, they're actually training. That's probably the women's squad of Hammarby. So yeah, when I came to Sweden, I had a few winters where it bothered me. Not so much the cold, because the cold is just a matter of, you know, wearing proper clothes. But the darkness, you know, the fact that it gets dark at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon was a bit, yeah, it was a bit tricky for me in the beginning. But I really got used to it. So, yeah. To make a long story short, it doesn't bother me so much. No, not really. Oh, let's go up here. Because you know exactly when it is and, you know, when it's ending. So, for example, now we're getting into February. And, you know, February is the last tough month. So, by the time we get to March, April, you enjoy it so much. So yeah, it isn't as bad as it sounds. So because of the long dark winter, you appreciate the spring and the summer way more than other people might do. You don't take it for granted. Oh, nice view. I can tell when I go upstairs and hills and things like that, I'm still a little bit out of breath. So that's still from my COVID thingy. So I don't cough anymore and things like that. I don't feel sick, but you know, my shape is still a bit lacking. My fitness level, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, this is a nice street. I've never been here before. Hey, what's under here? All right, let's have a look. Little tunnel. Blacktornstigen. Oh, this is not a bad place to live, really. A little park. The Tesla. Oh, it started to rain now. I didn't bring an umbrella, unfortunately, because when I looked at the weather forecast, it said it was going to snow. No snow yet, I guess, because the temperature is slightly too high. You know, it's just sometimes a matter of a 1 degree difference between snow and rain. So, and I made the mistake, and I've done this more often, is that my weather forecast is like on Sollentuna. And Sollentuna is 15 kilometers out of the city. So yeah, oh, this looks nice. That's where I'm going. So yeah, so it's basically 1 degree or sometimes even 2 degrees colder than it is like around Central Station or Södermalm. So I should change my weather forecast to the city, when I go into the city. But yeah, anyway, because it's probably snowing in Sollentuna right now. You know, I really like these parks in between the houses. It's so nice. It really makes it so much more comfortable to live in a place like this. Inner city living. If it's just a few trees behind your house and things like that, makes such a massive difference. Hey. All right, let's have a look. Where am I? Oh, now I see where I am. Cool. I don't know how I do it, but I keep finding new walks on Södermalm. Metagatan. Never been here before. And sometimes I think I've said once on my walk, I've done all the streets of Södermalm. No, I haven't apparently. Because this is a completely new walk. I mean, this is basically Stockholm at its worst. It's like icy, rainy, slippery. Early morning. Yeah, it doesn't get worse than this, but I still like it. Vintertullen. You can see it also when the weather gets like this. You know that the people get a little bit grumpy. You can see it in their face. They're like, oh, shitty weather. Katarina Bangata. Alrighty. So there we've got the park. I hope I don't get any water on my lens because it started to rain more and more. So if the video cuts, I'm sorry about it. Look, in the middle of the city, look at these traditional red houses. They fit the weather perfectly, I would say. Alright, let's actually take a right here and walk around the block. It's funny because it's not just that I didn't know that I haven't walked here before, but I didn't even know this block existed, to be honest. Well, that looks a bit funny. It's like someone closed all the curtains. Well, they don't want anyone to look inside there. Not sure what it is, but Malmgårdsvägen and Bernangs or something. Cool. Nice, you got the marina over there. Färgårdstorget. And imagine this is really nice here in the summer. A little park with some chairs and an old school wooden building. Oh, my stabilizer and my phone are getting really wet. Look at this here, number 66. Like a villa in the middle here of Södermalm. Oh, pigeons. Duku. Ooh, looks cool. Oh, some allotment gardens over there again. Some nice trees. Oh, I'm liking this walk. I discovered the new area of Södermalm. I mean, I've been in this side, of course. It's not like it's all completely new, but this route, is that a word? Yeah, is new to me. So I'm kind of walking behind Vitabergsparken, but normally I walk either along the coast here behind me, or actually through the park, but never like this. Let's go like this. Well, let's walk through here. It's nice with the church at the background there. Okay, look at this artwork. Very ugly. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I mean, what's this? Waste of space. Yes, so now I'm back of where I've walked before. So let's go through here. Oh, this looks nice. Like in parks like this, what you see a lot is that in the summer and stuff, there's a lot of children's birthday parties, like organized in parks like this. Because, you know, if you live in an apartment, you maybe don't have the space to host 10 or 15 kids from the neighborhood or school. And then you see a lot of people, you know, hanging balloons in places like this, and, you know, they're cutting some birthday cake and stuff in the park. So these public places are very important for people living in apartments, because part of their social life is a little bit around parks like this. You can have birthdays and things like that, and especially in the times of the pandemic, a lot of people didn't want to do gatherings inside, so they do them in the park. So especially in the last 2 years, super important. And they're just nice to look at, you know. Nobody wants to look outside and see just a concrete jungle. Where shall I go? No, I'll go around like this. A lot of schools around in this area. Kids everywhere. In general, in my videos, I don't try to film schools and or children. I mean, it's hard to completely ignore them, but in general, I'm very careful with filming children, because it's like sensitive for parents, you know. They're not a big fan of random dudes filming their kids, which I completely understand, because I wouldn't like that either. Alright, where am I going now? Let's go this way. Ah, pizza. Duvnäsgatan. Pizza. Nice and pink. Oh, that's a cool sign. Folkskola. Nice. Hope it's going to be some snow tomorrow at the live stream. Because wait a second, yeah, so today's Thursday. I'm recording and uploading this on the same day. By the way, sorry about yesterday's chat and premiere. I have no idea what happened. It's super confusing. I didn't do it. I didn't press anything. I was just waiting for the chat, and suddenly it went online without me clicking anything. So yeah, sorry about that, folks. Let's hope it's better luck today. So we are at Bondegatan now, one of those main streets here in Södermalm. It's quite a long street. Bondegatan, Farmer Street. So let's think of a word of the day. I didn't prepare one, so let me think for a second. Well, actually, let's make that the word of the day. Bonde. Bonde means farmer, and then you can have a farm, as in a place where the farmer lives, is bondgård. Yeah, so bondgård, bonde. Yeah, that's the word of the day. A bit simple today, but it doesn't always have to be so deep. I didn't prepare one, so. That's actually quite an interesting topic. If you say the word bonde or farmer in your language, does that have a negative vibe to it? Because I know in some languages, like for example Dutch, if you call someone a boer, a bonde, it kind of means that that person is like a countryside person, duh, of course, but also a little bit of a simple person. Or like not rude, but yeah, so it has a little bit of a negative vibe to it. Is it the same where you're from in your language? Because I don't think that's fair. It's not fair at all. Because it's, well, to start off with, without farmers we would be nowhere because we wouldn't have any food. And second of all, it is very difficult to be a good farmer. So yeah, but anyway, let me know how it is in your language. I think sometimes people are a little bit disrespectful towards farmers, which is absolutely ridiculous. Klippgatan. Nice. Oh, look at the church. Looks beautiful. Let's go to the other side of the street. Kind of walking in the middle of the street right now, but okay. That's a good view. If you have a balcony here, you know, I'm always thinking about the morning coffee view. Morning coffee view. It's like, wow. Alrighty. Yeah, let's walk back here to the main street. Again, some of those traditional houses that are part of the church here. Really cool. And the classic Swedish rocks. Yeah, let's walk back to the main street there, so I can take a bus. And let's round up this video for today. And also besides that, I really have to pee. Oh my god. Like, it happens to me so often. Like 3 minutes into the video, I'm like, my brain says, okay, it's time to pee. And then I have to go. And then there's half an hour more walking. I was like, oh shit. Great topic for walking video. Daniel has to pee. Lovely. That's really what you guys are waiting for. Let's go here. I kind of walked in a circle. I'm kind of ended up back where I was 10 minutes ago, but it doesn't matter. Alrighty, I think this is a good moment here at the park to round up today's video. Thank you for watching here from Södermalm. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock Friday, live stream. See you folks.